Josiah, we have just put this thing together for no particular reason, right? I mean, I was just in chat. I thought it
Yeah.
might be fun to kind of hang out for a second, and now we're live on air, so it's really fun. When did you get into Liberty.me? Just a few hours ago, or when?
Yes. This morning, as soon as I got the email that it was open for membership, I
Yeah.
got in.
So what's your impressions? I gotta know.
It's great, man. I'm very excited. I'm actually looking at converting my Facebook page and just saying, it'll just have one thing, a blurb on top saying we're now on Liberty.me.
That's funny. That's great. Yeah, people have been asking me today, is it just a libertarian Facebook? But I mean, as you can tell, it's a lot more going on than that,
Oh
right?
yeah, it's a whole lot more.
Yeah. Hey, Jacob, good to see you. Where are you calling from? He's not on yet. Josiah, where are you actually located?
I'm at Jack's house right now, but I'm actually on my way to West Virginia day after tomorrow. We're
Okay.
starting up Perma-Ethos, so our flagship farm is in West Virginia.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And that website is jackspirko, right? .com? Is that what it is?
TheSurvivalPodcast.com.
Survival Podcast. Yeah, I was on there. In fact, we got a lot of members out of that podcast. I was really grateful to you for having me on.
Yeah, he's got a lot of followers, which is awesome.
Well, I've enjoyed getting to know him. I met him, I think, in Texas. I guess it was in Austin, and I had to kind of educate myself about what survivalism really means. You know, which maybe I don't look like I'm a suitable candidate for survivalism, but actually.
No, there's all types of different there's all different types of survivalists and preppers,
Right.
like any.
Yeah. No, I'm figuring this out, that it really just means independent living and an embrace of human freedom. So that's what I'm all about too. Joshua, welcome.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. I like the bow tie.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is very impressive. Where are you from?
I'm from Miami. I tried to talk to you a few times with the Rothbard Circle in Miami. You just weren't able to do it because you were sitting on Liberty.me. And I know you went over to the Bitcoin conference over at Miami Beach. And we just missed the time, but I said, well, I'm joining Liberty.me, so hey, we're connected through the internet, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Well, you can see that the site has been consuming me like entirely, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and you can see why, right?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah. It's kind of like everything combined, into one space.
Oh, trust me, I'm convincing a lot of people right now to jump over to Liberty.me, especially when it becomes public.
Yeah, well, we opened up, I think we sent an email out this morning, so we've been getting new members all day. The live chat has been fun because people jump on. The very first thing that happens is they get this live chat, and they're like, whoa, here's some cool people. And they start talking to them. I mean, it's startling, actually, at first. You're like, whoa, okay, here's actual real people. And then you start digging around, and it's like this endless city of stuff, It's like it just kind of goes on forever.
It's fabulous.
Yeah. Well, there's a funny aspect to it. I've been editor for many years, gatekeeper to ideas, and I always thought I was doing good work or whatever. So I'm not the gatekeeper at Liberty.me, and I'm looking at the articles that are being posted. Practically every hour or something. There's a new article that appears, and they're better than the spontaneous editing is actually better, I think, than having gatekeepers. These articles have been really high quality. It's very funny. It makes me feel sort of useless. And that's why I kind of want to be, right? That's my goal.
Right. All right. Decentralized, right?
What?
Decentralized.
Yeah, decentralized and kind of a peer-to-peer network, crowdsourced. It's great. I'm just thrilled. I've always believed in this sort of system, and it's really fun to actually see it working. So.
May I ask you a question real quick?
Go.
Yeah, have you seen anything by Robert Wenzel from Economic Policy Journal? A couple of things he's been saying about Liberty.me.
Well, people have shot me the links. I've been kind of habitually not going to them. So I'm sure he's sort of more or less against it. Whatever.
I know. I think he's jealous, to be honest with you, but whatever.
I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, yeah, I kind of look at it like, hey, it's attention. So that's not bad. Attention is good.
Well, it seems like you'd be supportive of something that he would be supportive of something that's positive. Trying to do something new and revolutionary. Why not?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I mean, I hope so. Maybe he'll come around. I met him one time. So I don't entirely understand why I've gotten on his nerves to such an extent. But that's the thing. I mean, Liberty.me, as you can tell, is not really about one line of thinking. There was an article that appeared late yesterday. I thought it was a criticism of Bitcoin, and I thought it was like really unusually good.
Yeah.
It was challenging. I really liked it. I mean, I kind of want to be challenged.
Yeah. Oh, I understand.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, we all need that. There's not just like one truth or whatever, So that's
right.
Really fun. Anybody else want to jump in? Go ahead. But you notice that like the site is improving almost like every 6 hours. We roll out a new version of the site. Actually,
I applaud you for being able to do it. I tried opening up a site like this on Brink of Freedom, similar to the setup you're using, and it's a lot of work, man.
A lot of work. But Josiah, when was that? How many years ago?
That was 5 months ago.
Oh, okay. Because like a site like this wasn't even possible 2 years ago.
Yeah. Buddy Press is evolving rapidly, and they're doing a great job with their rollouts. So hopefully it gets better and better. It's when it comes to updates that I ran into the biggest issues is having all of the different plugins and coders to be able to keep up to date.
I don't know how many hundreds of plugins we have running on the site at this point. It's pretty insane. The level of coordination is just like beyond belief. But I really like the news part of the site, and I like the profiles and the Buddy Press features and everything like that. But the multi-site stuff is like the bomb to me.
Oh yeah.
Like anyone can have a site. And I remember running a similar system like 5 years ago, but it was to get beyond 100 accounts would have cost me about in the six figures.
Oh yeah.
And now it's like economically viable, for anybody to just have their own publishing site. That's to me, that's what it's all about. It's about user control.
Are you able to run all on a single server, or using like CDNs to map it out?
We've got virtualization ramped up to the highest extent possible.
Cool.
That's the only reason we're able to scale. Like we. And again, it's a service that 5 years ago was almost unaffordable, but which is now actually available. It's the only reason that the site even works. I mean, like I say, 5 years ago, an installation like this would have bogged down to the point that it would have been completely unusable.
Oh yeah.
As a new member to the site, I just wanted to thank you for putting it up. I got a gift membership from John Meese. He's a friend of mine here in Nashville. And I'm pretty impressed. I haven't had much chance to kind of look into it, but I'm a big Bitcoin fan for the last year or so, and I'm actually kind of a new convert to the whole volunteerism anarchy thing. I've been listening to a lot of your content and Stefan Molyneux and some Larkin Rose, and I'm kind of like, this is making a lot of logical, rational sense, so I'm pretty excited about it. So it's neat to have a community, like you said, that isn't just going to be the same kind of echo chamber, but I've just looked through some of the articles, and it looks like some really great content. I've had some Facebook discussions that aren't very valuable, and so it's kind of nice to have some real, excellent content out there. So I appreciate it. So anyway, I just saw the chat pop up and want to stop real quick and thank you.
Well, this is a totally random meeting, right? I mean, I just threw it in the chat and like.
I was curious if you did. I wasn't sure because I was like, I don't see a topic or anything. But yeah, it's great to meet you. And again, thank you for everything you do. I think you got some great content out there. I actually just last night, one of the first things I read on the site was your kind of 5 do's and don'ts, and I thought that was really well put because I've had a lot of interesting conversations lately about these new ideas, and I'm kind of working on a blog post to kind of explain why all my conversations have been a little bit different than normal lately.
Right. Yeah, right. I did a class last night. I don't know how many of you came, but we had a lot of people. I did a class on that topic, and it lasted about an hour. The classroom software is again really edgy, and it's sort of bleeding edge stuff. It's beta stage. it's called a company called eProf is working with us, and what's great is that there's no plugins, right? So you just like go to URL and whoa, you're in the classroom. That's sort of, and as a veteran of many failed WebEx seminars and GoToMeeting baloney, to be able to just go to a URL and
which one is that you're using?
It's called eProf. It's a
eProf. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Actually, my company, we just did a webinar a couple weeks ago. Did our first one, and it actually went pretty well too. But we've looked at 4 or 5 different other technologies as well.
Right. It's so hard. I mean, Adobe has one. This has one. I just wanted one that just wasn't going to require any downloads. That was my main concern.
Hey, Jeffrey?
Yeah.
I apologize for interrupting, but if you don't mind, I have a quick question real quick.
Go.
Okay. So you said this is a random meeting. We'll have a random question for you, okay? I've read your articles before about, like how to dress like a man, dress for the Great Depression, that sort of thing. And those have been very helpful for me. I have a question, though. What do you think about a standalone waistcoat? Because I know you can pay Bacini with that, or, with their jacket or without it. What is your stand on that?
So I would tend to think that you need the jacket. I mean, this is. Please tell Jack Spirko that I'm answering this question, and he'll laugh.
Okay.
So my own view, why am I talking about this, is that a man should never take off his coat, no matter what.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. And waistcoats are amazing. I especially like them. Oh my God, I can't believe I was saying. Anyway, I especially like them when they have lapels. They're very hard to find.
Right.
Yeah, that's absurdly fussy. So, and I'm afraid that I've just criticized your own attire, which I don't intend to.
Well, see, you gotta remember. Well, you gotta remember, though, I'm in Miami. It's really hot here right now in the summertime, man.
Yeah, but there's also the old rule: a real man must suffer.
Right. I heard you say that before. Like, you have to pay a price, in order to dress nicely or whatever, right?
Yeah, wool socks in the middle of the summer. Ouch. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Layers and layers and layers of clothing.
All right, that's it, man. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure.
I'm definitely not keeping in the style here with you.
This is great. Yeah. No, I dress exactly like that when I don't want to be recognized anywhere. It's really easy for me to be in disguise because I just have to take off the bow tie. Nobody ever recognizes. Oh, a funny thing. Did I tell you this? A funny thing happened on the airplane the other day. So I'm in my seat, and the lady came and said, what would you like to drink? It was in the morning. It was breakfast time, and I said, I'll have coffee, and also I'd like bourbon in that coffee. Right? And you can't believe it, but the guy in the seat in front of me stood up and said, I knew it. You're Jeffrey Tucker, aren't you?
Wow.
That actually happened.
That's
You're
great.
getting popular here.
It was so funny. I said, yeah. And other people were like, oh, who's that? Why should we care? It was so funny. Ordering bourbon for breakfast, that was like a dead giveaway or something.
Were you in garb?
Yeah, I was, and he said it sort of had a feeling that he recognized me. He couldn't, but it was like too shy or didn't know for sure. But then when I ordered the bourbon, it was like too much. He had to like jump out of his seat and like say something. So just for anybody who just happens to be watching, this is a totally random hangout, right? I mean, we're just like all sort of thrown in here for no good reason, just out of the chat at Liberty.me. So. Anyway, yeah, I think I was talking about the eProf last night. It was a good classroom. We've got like classes lined up every few days, basically forever, and you're all welcome to come at any time. I'm so excited about this. I had such fun last night. I told our administrator of the classroom that I want to teach every couple of days or something. It was really a blast. We all had fun hanging out. I don't know. I just think friendship networks are going to be the thing that's going to, be the key to building liberty in the future. I mean, you look at history, that's always the way it's worked, right? You have friends, you build institutions, they get stronger and stronger and stronger, and eventually, the powers that be, can't sustain themselves in the face of them. So that's the theory anyway. And if the theory's wrong, at least we'll have a blast in the meantime, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Friendship is anarchy. Can't we all just be friends? Yeah, there's a huge diversity of opinion, you notice on Liberty.me. I mean, there's like people all over the place, but I'm really liking it. I don't care about diversity of opinion as long as everybody's civil. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a lot to learn from everyone. So.
Well, you're building a fantastic community, and hopefully people find all of their niches within the community.
Well, that's it. I mean, I think like the community kind of builds itself, right? Like there's three things I really believe in. One is commerce, the other is technology, and the third thing is the power of human association. So if you can like get all these things shoved into one space, God knows what can happen. At least that's the idea.
Yeah.
So far I'm feeling pretty hopped up about it, Like I wake up every morning, I can't wait to get on the site, and it's the last thing I do before I go to bed.
Oh, that's cool, man.
I'm glad. It feels very free market. I really like that. I mean, when I started a group called Revolution, and I was just waiting for it to get banned, but I know it won't. So thank you.
You know what? Hey Jeff, you know what?
Oh, really? You started a group? Yeah. I mean, there have been so many groups. There's like group mania going on right now. And there's like the groups for everything, and I'm joining so many of them. I hate coconut, but I enjoyed the coconut. I joined the coconut lovers group for some weird reason. I wanted to know what they were going to be talking about. And there's a funny dog lovers group too. I don't know if you've seen that one. Where everybody's posting pictures of their dogs.
Well, I might have to join that one. We're picking up a new dog tomorrow. I'm pretty excited to get her.
A new dog?
Yeah, we're taking her to the farm.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. I've got a Maltipoo myself. It's not really a dog. I don't know what it is, but it's more like a koala type thing or something. I don't know. It's not really I don't know.
It's a Great Pyrenees. It'll be a livestock guardian dog, but we'll still love her.
Have you ever heard of this funny thing called a dingo?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the dog from
Australia.
Yeah, but it's dog-like, but it looks like a dog, kinda, but it's not really a dog because it doesn't bark. At least for me, that's like a test of a dog. Does it bark? And the dingo doesn't. It kind of goes like that.
I grew up with a fox, and it would rarely bark. It was pretty cool.
What does the fox say?
It does. It kind of yips. It does yip every once in a while. But it's
Now, see, that's a word you don't hear every day. Yips.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. There's a great song about this subject. Actually, I quite like it. Did you know about this song called "What Does the Fox Say"? Because it's like done by a British parody band.
No.
And they were making fun of British pop, and they made the song called "What Does the Fox Say," and it was making fun of British pop, except it became an inadvertent like huge hit, actually.
Oh, when you said that, I thought you meant the children's song, like what does the cow say? What does moo? What is the?
Well, that's kind of the words. It's so dumb. I mean, it's the world's dumbest song, but it became this smash hit, like on pop stations and stuff. Like even though it was supposed to be a parody, it was like too good to just remain a parody. I love the way the world works. Like nobody intends anything. It's just weird stuff happens all the time. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I guess I'll let y'all go. This is a fun. Should we do this more often? I mean, it's kind of crazy, but why not, right?
I think it's great.
Yeah, I think it's very entertaining. I mean, it livens up the day a little bit,
Yeah, so that's what I'll do in the future. I'll just open up a chat, throw the link into the chat window, and say, "Come and join us, and let's hang out." Why not, right?
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Thank you, friends. It's amazing to see you. Thank you for being on the site.
Congratulations.
Thanks again.
Thanks. I look forward to a brilliant future. Bye bye.